Bachelor in Paradise, Season 10, Week 6 spoilers, August 4, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor in Paradise returns with another dramatic episode as we get closer to the end. Who goes home in the latest rose ceremony? Warning, this article has spoilers for Season 10, Week 6 of Bachelor in Paradise. Stop reading now if you don't want to know. New arrivals shook up the beach last week. Nancy Hulkower and Faith Martin from The Golden Bachelor arrived on the beach in the last few episodes. Nancy went on an alleged drug-fueled date with Gary Levingston. Alicia Gupta arrived just in time to cause more drama between Kat and Dale during the bird-themed chemistry challenge. But Jeremy's shocking admission to Brian could put his relationship with Bailey in jeopardy. Couples tested. Bachelor in Paradise viewers already know that Jeremy has unresolved feelings for Susie Evans. The two went on one date earlier in the season. But when it was time for the rose ceremony, Jeremy gave his rose to Bailey Brown. He later expressed regret over the decision and tried to get Susie to come back. She declined. Since then, Jeremy has told everyone except Bailey that he would take another chance with Susie if he could. He admitted to Brian that he would propose to Susie in a second if she would turn to the beach. However, none of the contestants has clued Bailey in to Jeremy's deception. But the teaser for tonight's episode hints that the secret is out. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, Week 5 eliminations. Last week's episode didn't include a rose ceremony. According to Reality Steve, it's the men's turn to hand out roses on the episode airing on Monday, August 4. Nancy and Gary had a great time on their date, but he gives his rose to another golden contestant, Leslie Fima. Keith Gordon gives his rose to Kathy Swartz, despite saying he didn't have romantic feelings toward her. Kim Buick gives his rose to Faith Martin. The spoilers reveal that most of the younger couples stay the same after the latest rose ceremony. Spencer Conley gives his rose to Jess Edwards. Dale Moss gives his rose to Kat Izzo, and Brian Otts gives Parisa Shifta a rose. Most surprisingly, Bailey Brown accepts Jeremy Simon's rose. The secret is either kept under wraps for another week, or she just doesn't care that Jeremy is still hung up on Susie. Andrew Spencer gives his rose to Alexi Godin, Jonathan Johnson gives his to Leah Kayanan, and Sean McLaughlin gives his to Alicia Gupta. Jill quit the show last week. Natasha Hardy, Nancy Hulkower, and April Kirkwood leave the beach after failing to secure roses. Reality Steve revealed that there are no new arrivals on the beach after Alicia's arrival last week. Furthermore, the rose ceremonies are reportedly done for the season. Stay tuned to find out how contestants are eliminated going forward as they compete for a massive Paradise Season 10, Week 6. Explosive twists, betrayals, and the return nobody saw coming. Paradise isn't always peaceful. By the time Week 6 of Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 rolled around, viewers thought they had seen it all. Love triangles, late arrivals, dramatic exits, and tequila-fueled confrontations. But nothing could have prepared anyone for the absolute chaos that descended on the beach this week. As relationships cracked, new connections bloomed, and secrets exploded like fireworks, it became clear that Week 6 would be the most jaw-dropping chapter of the season yet. From surprise returns to stolen kisses and shocking confessions, fans were left reeling. Paradise wasn't just heating up, it was melting down. Let's dive into all the juicy spoilers, drama, and shocking moments from Week 6. Storm clouds over Paradise. The episode kicks off not with a date card, but with a storm warning, both literal and emotional. As a sudden downpour sends contestants running for cover, production temporarily shuts down filming. But even the rain can't wash away the tension brewing among the couples. The vibes are off. The beach is quiet. Too quiet. Rachel Recchia and Jordan V have been coasting comfortably since Week 3, but a cryptic conversation Rachel had with Avon Jones, who arrived just 2 days ago, left Jordan unsettled. "I'm here for Rachel, but she needs to be honest about whether she still has feelings for Avon," Jordan confesses in a confessional. Meanwhile, Braden Bowers is up to his old antics, strutting around in new earrings and causing chaos. This week, he sets his sights on Mercedes Northup, who's been tentatively coupled with Aaron S. Why not stir things up a little? Braden smirks. The date card that broke a couple. The rain finally stops and a new date card arrives. The name? Eliza. Eliza, who's been torn between John B. and Aaron B., looks visibly shaken. The card reads, "Trust your heart, not your history." She pulls both men aside. Aaron is confident, almost too confident, but John is calm and sincere. In the most dramatic fashion possible, Eliza invites neither of them. Gasps, everyone freezes. She shocks the group by asking newcomer Tanner Courtaud, who just arrived the night before. Eliza says she wants a fresh start, one with no baggage. Aaron B., furious and blindsided, storms off down the beach. "She did this last time with Justin," he yells to producers. Same pattern, same Eliza. The return of a legend. Just when the group begins to recover, an unexpected figure walks down the steps. Demi Burnett. Yes, that Demi. Paradise needed a little spark, she laughs, so I brought the fire. Demi isn't here to mess around. She's here with a date card of her own. And to everyone's surprise, she asks out Kat Izzo, making it the first same-sex date this season. Kat, who was previously hot and cold with Blake Moynes, says yes. Their date is fun, flirty, and freeing. Demi and Kat ride ATVs through the jungle, share fresh coconuts, and kiss under a waterfall. Fans are already calling them the most natural chemistry of the season. Back on the beach, Blake is stunned. Kat told me she wanted something serious. I didn't realize I wasn't even in the equation anymore. The secret that shattered everything. While most of the beach is processing Kat and Demi's new connection, Jess Gerard is unraveling. She pulls her best friend Genevieve Parisi aside, clutching her phone. "I wasn't supposed to see this, but it was open in the group chat." What Jess saw was a private message between Tyler Norris and someone not on the beach, Bachelor Nation alum Susie Evans. In the message, dated just 3 days prior, Tyler confessed he wasn't over her and wanted to talk when he got back. Jess, who had begun to let her guard down with Tyler, is devastated. Instead of confronting him quietly, she decides to read the message aloud at the next bonfire. "I'm done being the chill girl," she says. "Let everyone know who he really is." Bonfire bombshells. Night falls, the bonfire begins. Marshmallows are roasting, but the mood is tense. Jess stands and, with shaking hands, pulls out her phone. "I didn't want to do this," she begins, "but I can't pretend everything's fine." She reads Tyler's message to Susie aloud. Tyler tries to defend himself. "That was before you and I even had a real conversation." But Jess isn't buying it. "It was 3 days ago. Don't gaslight me." The group explodes. Rachel looks stunned. Avon mutters, "These guys never learn." Kat whispers to Demi, and they say we're the drama. Tyler storms off, but the damage is done. Love in the midst of mayhem. While others are falling apart, one couple is stronger than ever. Michael Alio and Danielle Maltby, surprise arrivals last week as Paradise alumni, are glowing. Their date earlier in the week, a beach sunrise picnic, cemented what fans hoped. They're still solid. Michael, in a confessional, says, "We came here for closure, not chaos, but we're leaving with more love than ever." Rumor has it they may even leave Paradise engaged. Producers have been filming them away from the main beach. New arrivals and old wounds. As if things weren't complicated enough, 2 new arrivals come down the steps. Peter Weber, yes, Pilot Pete, and Jubilee Sharp. Peter's arrival sends shockwaves. Rachel Recchia, his ex from The Bachelorette, is visibly shaken. "I didn't know he was coming," she says, her voice cracking. Peter immediately asks to speak with her. They take a walk and have what starts as a calm conversation, but quickly turns tense. "I've changed," Peter says. "You said that the last time," Rachel fires back, "and the time before that." Jubilee, meanwhile, makes a quieter entrance, but instantly connects with John B., who finally smiles again after Eliza left him for Tanner.
Rose ceremony roulette. The rose ceremony looms. Tension is at all-time high. Men are giving the roses. Here's how it unfolds. Jordan V gives his rose to Rachel, but she looks conflicted. Brayden gives his rose to Mercedes, stealing her from Aaron S. Aaron S picks Jubilee after being rejected by Mercedes. John B, torn between hope and new beginnings, gives his rose to Jubilee, but she gently declines. I just don't feel that spark. Blake Moynes does not give a rose at all. He excuses himself, saying he doesn't feel ready after Kat's date with Demi. Peter Weber, to everyone's shock, gives his rose to Rachel. 2 roses for Rachel. She must decide. In an unprecedented twist, she gives both roses back. I'm done choosing between men who can't choose me first, she declares and walks off into the night. Who goes home? With Rachel stepping away and John B left roseless, the following people are eliminated. Tyler Norris, after Jess exposes him. Aaron B, Eliza's rejection sealed his fate. Jess Gerard chooses to leave voluntarily. Jubilee, after declining John. Peter Weber, Rachel's double rejection sent him packing again. The beach clears, but the tension lingers. The teaser for next week. The final moments of the episode end with a teaser that could shake Bachelor Nation to its core. A helicopter lands. From the swirling sand steps down Charity Lawson. She's not here to date. She's here with a message. Someone on this beach isn't who they say they are, and I'm here to tell the truth. Cue the gasps. Cue the tears. Cue the drama. In a season already filled with scandal, romance, and unforgettable exits, Week 6 of Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 might be the most iconic yet. With new couples blooming, old flames returning, and bombshell truths just around the corner, Paradise has never been more unpredictable. Who will leave together? Who will leave brokenhearted? And what truth does Charity hold? Stay tuned.